I've got a great story for you. It's called The Cloud Kingdom's Sparkling Secret. Once upon a time, nestled among the fluffy floating islands, lived Bearon the Royal Fluff. Bearon wasn't just any bear. He was a deep sky blue bear, with fur as soft as a cloud and a crown that sparkled like the morning sun. He ruled the Cloud Kingdom with fairness, love, and lots of tea parties. Every morning, Bearon would wake up, check the fluffiness of his fur, a sure sign of the day's weather. If his fur was extra fluffy, he knew it would be a day for bouncing on the giggle-clouds. His scepter, which doubled as a honey dipper, was always by his side, ready to stir a pot of delicious berry tea. Bearon also held the world record for the longest group hug. You could say he was a pretty happy bear, and everyone in the Cloud Kingdom was happy too. One sunny afternoon, while Bearon was busy knitting tiny hats, his secret talent, a tiny red robot zipped onto the island. It was Boop the Moonbot, a small, enthusiastic robot from the moon who loved hugs and spoke in beeps. Boop's antenna picked up dreams from children everywhere, and today it had a message from a child named Juan, who had just played a soccer game. Boop beeped urgently. Beep beep boop, help, dream dust, gone. Bearon, always ready to help, looked at Boop with concern. Dream dust? Gone? But that's terrible. That's what gives everyone their good dreams. We must help, Bearon declared, grabbing his honey dipper scepter. They knew they had to go to the Crystal Cave, where the dream dust was stored, to help. The journey to the Crystal Cave was a fantastic one. First, they soared through the sky, jumping over the giggle-clouds. These clouds were so ticklish that they'd burst into laughter whenever anyone touched them. They were super fun to bounce on, and Bearon and Boop giggled all the way. They flew past stars that twinkled like diamonds, with Boop using its eye beams to project beautiful constellations of playful puppies and soccer balls into the night sky. Finally, they reached the Crystal Cave, a shimmering cave filled with sparkling crystals of all shapes and sizes. But as they entered, the cave seemed dull and lifeless. The crystals were dim, and the air was still. Guarding the dream dust was Grumbles, a grumpy creature with a frown as big as a rain cloud. "Who dares disturb my peace?" Grumbles grumbled, his voice deep and rumbling like distant thunder. Grumbles was a bit lonely, and the joy seemed to be missing from his world. Bearon, being wise, knew a grumble needed a little kindness. "Greetings, Grumbles. We've come to help restore the dream dust. What has happened?" Bearon asked, his voice as warm as a summer breeze. Boop, in a series of beeps, explained about the missing dream dust. Grumbles sighed. "It's all my fault. I used to love the dream dust, but now it's all gone flat, like a deflated soccer ball." Bearon noticed that Grumbles used to play soccer. He looked at him with understanding. "Sometimes when we lose something we enjoy, like a good game, we feel sad," Bearon said gently. "Tell me, what used to make you happy?" Grumbles, remembering his joyful soccer games, admitted that he used to love playing soccer with friends. He said, "It was fun until I stopped playing. Now it's all dull and gray, and I don't have anyone to play with." Bearon smiled. "Sometimes the best way to find joy again is to share it. How about we try to play again?" Bearon began to knit a tiny, rainbow-colored hat, hoping it would cheer him up. Boop projected a soccer game with the stars. Grumbles watched in amazement. As Boop's eye beams painted the cave with sparkling stars, and as Bearon finished the hat. Together, they shared the joy, and Grumbles felt a warmth spread through his heart. Slowly, Grumbles smiled, the crystals around them started to glow brighter, and the dream dust began to sparkle once more. He had rediscovered his joy, the cave filled with colorful lights and the scent of sweet dreams. Grumbles, realizing the importance of friendship, agreed to share the dream dust, promising to always keep a little joy for himself. With the dream dust restored, Bearon and Boop thanked Grumbles and set off back to the Cloud Kingdom. As they left, Boop's antenna caught the good dreams and sent them out to children everywhere. Back in the Cloud Kingdom, the sun shone brighter, and the giggle-clouds were fluffier than ever. Bearon knitted a special hat to remember their friend, the Grumbles, and as they drifted off to sleep, Juan and all the other children had the sweetest, most wonderful dreams. From that day on, the Cloud Kingdom and the Crystal Cave were filled with joy and friendship, reminding everyone that sharing and kindness are the best treasures of all. And, of course, everyone knew the importance of a good hug. The end. Let's see what a great listener you are. Can you answer the following question? Why did Bearon and Boop go to the Crystal Cave? Let's see how you did. The answer is to help restore the dream dust and bring back good dreams after hearing Juan is having bad dreams. You did a great job. That's all for now. I can't wait until our next Storypie adventure together.